think you guys can see me. Hello and welcome, I'm Tim and this is TimBatSea. And it is... Yes sir. So yeah, this is TimBatSea. We're up in Pennsauken. And we've been delayed for ages while they were working out some samples on the barge. And now we've been trying to do two things at once here. Now we've been cleared to sail, and I need to make a security call. And the radios are backwards up here, so... Security call, Tug Kings Point, signaling up lines, Pennsauken, coming off the dock, turning around, and downbound for Wilmington. Alright. Steering check, engines check, everything good, radar on, chart plotter lined up. Alright. Oh, look at that sun just coming up over there. Sun rising over New Jersey. Chief, am I able to drive ahead a little bit to get up there and maybe the tankerman can step off, or maybe I can just stay right here?
Yeah, just stay right here as long as she's sitting where she is, please.
Alright, haven't touched a thing. Alright, so, as luck would have it, being facetious of course, I think we're right at slack water. Usually like a little bit of tide to get out of here, but I have a plan. The wind is blowing about 20 knots, right from left to right, but we've got a loaded barge, so I don't think the wind is going to be an issue. And the tide had been ebbing, but I think it's starting to flood, which is usually how these things work. Wherever we go, in this case we got a 3.5 hour run, maybe even 4 hour run.
Okay, Tom, take us back on deck. We do need to come ahead some before you sit.
Alright, coming ahead. Yeah, when we got somewhere to go, always seems like it works out that the tide's against us. So now I'm just sliding up to put the corner.
Alright, Sam, you start your pivot now.
Alright, we get coverage yet?
Yes, we do.
Alright, here we go. So now, putting the bow up there and resting it on a big tire. Say this isn't a big 50 barge, it's only a 30 barge, but she's loaded up pretty well right now, so she's kind of heavy, so I gotta push that bow in, get the stern rolling out, see what happens. Well, despite not having the tide work out for us, where we got right on slack water, so I'd rather...
Alright, Sam, you start with the stern. I need you to stop your stern right there.
Alright.
Okay, it checked out.
Very good. Yeah, despite not having the tide help us out, that little bit of extra time waiting for them to figure out what they're going to do with the load gave me time to have a second cup of coffee.
Alright, if we can carry on that way, that'd be good.
Alright.
Okay, she checked out.
Very good. So since I'm just rotating on the corner there, he's watching whether I go ahead or astern. And it's hard to watch it at my angle because we're rotating on a radius. So if I pull a spot out on the shore, it'll look like I'm moving forward even if I've got the bow pinned. So, little geometry there. Getting brighter all the time. And it is really cold out there. They said it was the first day of spring a couple days ago. But I think that's up for debate because it is blisteringly cold outside. I don't know about blistering, but for my Puerto Rican blood.
We're following a stern slightly. You got about 6-7 feet you can work with.
Alright.
Alright, she checked up.
Very good. So I'm almost at an angle enough where I can start backing up. The thing that I don't want to do is to get sideways with the Pennsauken Railroad Bridge over here, or the Del Air Railroad Bridge. Because if I lost an engine or something like that, that would be a really bad thing. Being sideways, I don't have a whole lot of control over that way. Alright, this ought to be good. I'm going to start backing real hard, stop coming ahead, center my rudder. Alright, Chief, we're going to start pulling away.
Alright, looking great. You're 3 foot wide opening.
So hopefully I've come. Can I see how that's bow's coming, rotating counterclockwise? That's actually a bad thing for me. That's really distressing. So I'm gonna have to take my port engine and put the wheel hard over to starboard and give a right hand twist so we keep backing up. Because it's starting to spin around so much, before I know it, I'll run out of real estate here behind me. And it's something I'm trying to correct for right now. So right now, we're backing up, but I'm trying to twist clockwise just to keep us backing up straight. The problem is the harder I twist, the less we back up. So there we go. I kind of checked it up, so I'm going a little slower now with my head engine so that my backing engine will keep backing. I'm doing about 1.6 knots astern. I'd like to come flying out of here. I think I came off the dock a little prematurely. Now once I gain enough room back here, if the barge wants to turn counterclockwise, I can do it. I just didn't have enough room to do that when I was closer to the dock, because the stern of the tug would run out of real estate. We'd be up to the shore. Not exactly to the shore, but you know, in bad water. Okay, we're far enough off the dock, I can shut my lights off now. Alright, my floodlights are off. Doing 2.3 backwards, and I'm still doing that twist. Oh, and you know what? The twist is working. You can see it's kind of twisting to the right just a little bit. So you can see over here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, the dock was right here, and we came off. You can see that was our line. We came out like that, and then came out this way. And I really want to be coming out that way. It's a little difficult. I don't know if you can see it over here. But this is the dock. If I went to go turn right now, my stern would run over there or hit. There's a little day beacon over here. So that's why I'm trying to continue turning all the time. Scared to call, Tuck Kings Point underway. Pennsauken. Turn around, downbound for Wilmington. Tuck Kings Point. Alright, she's still turning and we're still burning. We got 3 knots astern. Sun's coming up. Got enough coffee in me to make me wish we had a head up here. I think there's fine pilots and over-the-road truckers that watch this channel. And I think all of you guys, we've all been in the same boat together, drinking too much coffee, and wishing we had some place to exchange ballast. Alright, now there's a buoy behind me, and I'm going to go take a look and make sure, we're alright. I just had to make sure that I wasn't going to run it over. That's something that has been not an issue, but I've had it about 10 years ago. I backed up, the tide had me, and there was other traffic, and very good. Let's call it 0630 underway. Yeah, so every time I back up, it's funny, it's the same thing with people. A lot of people say, hey, do you know this guy? He said he used to work with you. And I'm like, was he a good guy? They're, oh, yeah, he's a great. So, well, I probably don't remember him. Because quite frankly, we only remember the bad ones. Boy, isn't that the truth with docks as well, or close calls. In this situation, all right, I'm doing 3.7 astern. I'm going to stop doing my astern engine and come ahead on both engines, so that not only do I slow down coming astern, but hopefully we'll start swinging around. Yeah, I don't remember all the times I did well on this buoy. I'll show you the buoy right here. Here's that buoy right there. I think you can see that little green one right there, flashing away there. But when you say you get tangled up in the buoy, it's not. I didn't literally hit it or anything like that. But you're just like, oh man, that thing's right there. Anywho. So now we're doing 0 knots. We're still spinning. So because of that, and because I'm only in the middle of the channel, I'm going to start twisting again. So I've got the sternway knocked off. She's still rotating around pretty nice. And it's really cold up here, so I'm going to try to turn the heater up. Alright, hopefully that'll get things going before I freeze to death up here. Remember that? Very good. Thank you, Chief.
Did you say Martha Kirk or Hamilton?
I think we're going to Wilmington, aren't we?
Yeah, I just checked that.
Alright, good deal. Alright, all that rolling and popping is a result of cavitation. I always kind of giggle, only because, I love all you guys watching. That's wonderful. And like I say, we had a couple videos that for some reason the algorithm picked up and really took off on, and in doing that we picked up a bunch of new subscribers, new viewers, and I love that as well. It always seems like there's always somebody that wants to fight with me about cavitation. They're always like, no, that's not cavitation. That's you've got a bent shaft, or you need to replace this bearing, or your propeller's messed up. All of those things could be true. But these boats are built for this. They've got big wheels. And I've mentioned this in a bunch of other videos before, saying that the way cavitation works, I think last time I said this, somebody said, we don't need another physics lesson, Tim. No, the water is not boiling. The bubbles that are produced from the cavitation on the trailing edge of the propeller are actually from steam. They're steam bubbles. They're not air. It's not air. Air doesn't magically go underwater. And steam, it's not because some people think, oh, the water's getting hot and so it's boiling there. Well, it is in fact boiling, but it's not because the water's getting hot. It's because between the pressure delta, between the leading edge and the trailing edge, there's a pressure differential that results in a vacuum or negative pressure. And if anybody remembers in school, you know, water should boil at 100 degrees Celsius or 212 Fahrenheit. Well, that's at sea level. But if you pull a vacuum on it, it'll boil a lot less than that. And that's why when you have somebody working on your air conditioning, they'll set up a vacuum pump and they'll pull a vacuum on your system and they'll leave it there for a while. And that's because if there's any moisture in your lines, you'll actually boil the water out of, or you boil the water into steam, and you'll get it out of the system that way. And so all those bubbles are actually steam bubbles. And the reason why we get all that vibration is because they're collapsing, and as those bubbles collapse, they make a shock wave. And you know, there's all kinds of people that are going to fight with me in the comments that always say, oh, yeah, watch out, that cavitation is going to ruin your propellers and does all kinds of damage, and this battleship was destroyed because of this. And hey, you know what, I get that. I hear all that you're saying, but what I'm telling you is that
the Delaware River to Wilmington. I say again,
a tugboat is built for this. Our propellers are built for this. We don't have the bronze alloy propellers that some of the other boats have. We have stainless steel propellers that are made to go hard forward and hard stern, cavitate real bad, shake and pop. Now, this particular boat shakes a lot more than our boat does. And I don't know, like I say, I don't know the condition of the propellers or the condition of the shafts or anything like that, but I do know what cavitation feels like, and that's something that is going to definitely not make things smoother. So that's that. Anyway, enough of my ranting. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you got enough light to see me. Woohoo! Well, the coffee's really kicking in now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Welcome to all you new subscribers out there. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps out. Maybe if you got anything out of this video, throw us a thumbs up. All those things help to push our channel out to more viewers, and that helps out. And if you want to help produce these things. Anyway, be sure to check out my other channel, SV Paquita. Put a link in the description for that as well. Things are just starting to happen over there. We're almost at the time where I can start working on that before we do our refit and put her back in. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I gotta drive. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the one.